Hello everybody. Is it working? Welcome to my first live stream on YouTube during my Etsy work process. I don't even know how to start these things, but today I have some glass bottles that need fulfillment. So I'm going to just be sitting here working with you guys and talking through it live, absolutely live. So I hope this is working. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps out with the channel. Thank you all for watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see. And we're just going to get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that we are up and live for real. So I'm going to view my channel. And looks like things are going well. Okay. And now I'm going to just check the sound here, so it might get crazy for a second. Just bear with me. Make sure that we are up and live. Okay, everything seems to be working. That's great. So thank you for being here. Now I'm going to go get my supplies. All of my my working area is actually over there on the other side of the house. So I'll just go get that. And I'll kind of take you along with me. So bear with me. I'll be right back. And then hopefully the audio situation is good. This is me in the other room talking, and I'm just going to see in the replay if it picks up and if it worked out. So I'll just walk you through what I'm doing since you can't see me, but I have all this product I need to stack up over here to prep with you while I'm cutting some other material. So I'm just grabbing some glass bottles that I'll be opening with you on the other side. And then I have to load the Glowforge with a few glass bottles I've already prepped, and I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So I have to do 15 of these. Oh, there's the camera. I have to do 15 of these styles. So they are all prepped. They are all taped up. And these are just going to have names on them. So I'm going to do that. Right now I'm going to pop these into the Glowforge. And let's see. You can see me do that over here. Ouch. I stepped on something. So I popped the tray out because these bottles are tall. And I can't remember what we use. I think I used that. There's different heights for everything that is calibrated. And I have a stack of cards that I use to get the correct height. So I need my baseline. And you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I've got this stack of cards here that help me make sure the height and the laser of the bottle is the right height. And then I line everything up. So we could do a few at a time. I can't bring the camera over here to show you, but I'll try to show you what it looks like on the computer. Maybe that'll be funky. I'll let that sit there. Gosh, I stepped on something and that really hurt my foot. I'm actually bleeding. Oh my God. Okay, so I have to take care of this bloody foot. Unexpected delay. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna do that on the live stream. I'll be over here. Okay, now I'm gonna go get some house shoes on so we don't do that again. And you're gonna see me come in from a new angle. Hello. Okay. Now we're gonna do some computer work. And I don't have my mouse. Doing everything with the trackpad, which is not my favorite, but that's okay. Whoops. Whoa, what happened here? I hit a button that did a weird screen thing. Okay. So, let's see. Just gonna, okay, checking my Instagram. We are gonna go into the Glowforge app, and I have all of my names loaded that I designed last night that we're gonna etch onto these bottles. So let me carefully turn you around so you can see that part. So this is what it looks like in the Glowforge. This is how I've lined them up. And then I'm just going to take the first name. Right now these are all turned off basically. So we'll take the first name and we'll do my engraved settings. And we'll move all these other names to the side. So when I'm designing a big batch like this, for especially if it's one customer, I will make all of these names in a different color in the SVG file so that when they get imported into the Glowforge, they will be individual images that I can adjust one by one. So I'll center the Glowforge here. Oops, sorry guys. And I'm going to try to do 3 at a time. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure everything is aligned with the bottle in an aesthetically pleasing way. This is so dependent on the name, the length of the name. So see how Kristen is different than Katie a little bit, and Hannah is definitely different. Like that H is so swoopy. So I'll do one more center. And then I will get these actually cut, and you look better up here. Let's see if I can. What was that sound? Oh, maybe this. Okay. So I'm getting an error message on my Glowforge. It says, please refresh the browser, and that happens once in a while. Gosh, everything around me is making sounds. Okay, it says an error occurred on the Glowforge. Please refresh the browser. So I've got to do that. And it's already lunchtime and I haven't eaten anything, just breakfast. I might make myself a protein shake to get through the working portion of this and then eat lunch after. Gosh, I'm like worried about the sound. Is that incredibly annoying? Error occurred. This happens all the time. Error occurred, error occurred. I might have to turn the Glowforge on and off. Is that incredibly annoying? Error occurred. This happens all the time. Error occurred, error occurred. Ugh. Okay. So far not working. Not going well. I'm gonna go turn off the Glowforge and turn it back on. I also have to turn on, we have an external fan because the internal fan that, you know, the original fan of the Glowforge is super loud, and we run it all the time, and it's in our living room. So it was super loud for the whole family. But my dad found a solution, and so we bought an external fan that's much quieter. And it worked out pretty well. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, we are homing. That's good. Okay, we are homing. That's good. Now I'm going to center and hope that we don't get an error message. How do you like my background? I cleaned it up. I think it looks much better now. This is actually my seed starting station. So in winter, spring, I put all my seed starts here. Okay, still error. This is so frustrating because the actual process doesn't take that long, but when things aren't working, it's just a nightmare. Okay, awesome. Finally ready. So we're gonna, once it does eventually align itself, I'm gonna show you what happens. Things can get a little bit off center. Do you see that? So we had everything aligned, but now it's off center. So I'm just going to realign This is such a manual process. I don't know if people realize just how manual, granule everything is. Oh, sorry. Okay, and now we can hit print. And it's preparing our print, and it's going to give us an estimate of how long this one will take. So this will take 11 minutes. And then I have to go actually press the button. And so while that's going, let me bring over all this other stuff. So I have a different order with different shape bottles that need to be prepped, and that's what we'll be doing now. And this is just an acrylic tray that I carry around with me. Whoa, zoom out. And then we'll get into putting the gold on and everything later. How many of these do I have? 5. So the reason why I put masking tape on the glass bottles is because the laser bounces off reflective surfaces and will not cut properly or engrave properly if everything is exposed. So I have to mattify the material somehow, and this masking tape covers all the little shiny parts so that the laser doesn't bounce all over the place. I need to go get my tape. I love this tape dispenser. It is an estate sale find, and I think it's vintage. It's Scotch brand, but it's like all metal. It's super heavy. Could be a paperweight. Trying to see if I can turn this into two. A little last bit of paper here. I think so. And so this masking tape isn't very sticky. I could probably search for a brand that was, so I could skip this step of taping the tape down, which seems just so redundant, but haven't done enough research to change up the process. And I can't remember if I designed all these ones. I think I did. Definitely know I did the travel size, but not sure if I did the square. I'm just going to text my husband that I'm alive, so when he comes back from his appointment, he isn't surprised. It is such a beautiful day. I have to go out and water my plants. I didn't do that 2 days in a row, and they started to wilt. It gets very hot here. So we've got 3 minutes left on that cut, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I do have to design oh, I did that one, I remember. So this is 5. I actually have 2 more to prep. Hi, hon. Oh, 1 more, but it's front and back. How'd it go?
Huh?
How'd it go?
Fine.
Okay. Etsy sale. Okay, what do we sell? Three feet of rose gold pearl chain. So this one's front and back, so I will cover the whole bottle instead of just one side. Okay, that cut is done. It's cooling down. So I'm gonna put in the next 3. Oh, looks like Nick's gonna do it for me. Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
You have others float in there?
Yeah, they're on my side of the desk.
Which one do you want next?
The same size. I'm doing all of these same sizes right now. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of production. And I'll take off the tape. And that's without the gold. So we'll do the gold next while the others are cut. And so that I don't get lost, I just, when I'm done with this cut, Nick's loaded my second batch because when he's here, he likes to do that for me. I will just delete them because they're done. So now I'm going to drag over the next. I just like to go in order of how it sorts it on the left here though. So that would be Bailey's next. And then Amber. I think that says Carolina. Oh, Caroline. I just like to make sure that it looks good on the bottom with the angle of the font and stuff. This font's like a little imperfect. It's very forgiving, but don't want it to look bad either. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So we're just gonna make sure it focuses and print it. I need a tripod. You're on a box right now. Okay. Oops. Cancel, cancel. I forgot that recentered everything, so I have to make an adjustment. Okay, there, that looks good. So it's gonna take 11 minutes for this next cut. Can you press my button when you have a chance? And now I don't have to get up to do that because Nick is back home from his appointment. It's always nice having that extra help across the room. So we'll get these cleaned up and put gold on them. I don't know if I like this mic. We'll see how it turns out after the live. that is after the gold. These look great in person. So cute. So cute, those so cute, so thoughtful. And so we have 7 minutes until the cut is done. So I might as well make the packaging for it. So let me go get my boxes. Where did I put them? Oh yeah, in the closet. So we're walking down the hallway and we're going to the closet. And we're opening up the closet. Messy, messy closet. And getting the boxes and coming back. And I think what people appreciate about our bottles the most is that it comes ready to gift. So you don't just get the bottle and then have to figure out what to do with it. All you have to do is just add a card to the top or a ribbon and give it as is. I'll probably just make all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 bottles. I think there's like 20 in a pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We will at least do 16. And I think I timed myself before, and it takes me about 1 minute to make one box. And I'm just gonna like stack them up here. Let's see. Let's get a new angle for us. Whoa. have to take my rings off when I make these boxes because I noticed that my silver rings actually make little marks on around the boxes, and that's no good. So I have, how many minutes left on this cut? 3 minutes. Let's see how many boxes I can make in 3 minutes. Two. Three. Four. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock. We're at 4 boxes. Five. One minute, 20 seconds. Six, 1 minute exactly. That hammering is Nick over in the other room making jewelry. 40 seconds left on the clock. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many did I make? 2, 4, 6, 8 in about 3.5 minutes. All right, that's half. That's half that I need. So I'll go ahead and delete these designs like I did previously now that they are done, so that I can put the next ones on deck. You want to be on my live? Want to be on my live?
No.
Okay. So let me go get my bottles. Oh, I'm all out of protein shakes. Thank you.
You can go live around me, but just don't say, hey, here's my husband. Do you want to talk?
Okay.
I don't care.
I was going to just turn the camera that way and walk toward you so they'd see your workspace.
My workspace looks like hell.
Okay. Back to designing the next batch. I'm focusing and lining up at the same time, which is like counterintuitive, but I'm just getting everything kind of ready so that it does get kind of focused. At least everything's generally in the same area. And I really got to eat something. Trying to do this though while the kids are occupado. We are focusing. Just gotta wait for the setup to finish. Oh, and in the meantime, we'll just check on some other things going on. We have 70 orders in queue right now. We've got 3 unread messages. Let's see. Okay, that focused. I'm realigning everything. This needs an adjustment. Okay, can print that. It looks like somebody is having trouble with their order. Let's see what is going on. Let's see, I ordered last week. Want to double check to make sure they'll be back in time. Wedding is August 8th. Oh yes, plenty. Hi. Thanks for reaching out. Your bottles are scheduled to ship in 2 days and should arrive plenty in time before August 8th. If you need anything else, just let me know. I'm happy to help. Okay, and Nick has already pressed my button. Okay. I was so confused. It looks like we had a case open, but it was for an order that we made. So we ordered some supplies, but they arrived as the wrong size. And that was so confusing to me because I was like, I do not know who this customer is. I've never dealt with them before, but it was actually us being the customer this time. So it was something that was the wrong size for us, and Etsy had resolved it for us. So it's asking for my feedback. I'm going to say very satisfied. And then I'll submit that. That was super confusing. This is Nick is our buyer of supplies that we use for our supply shop. Isn't that funny? So that was something he had been dealing with that I just didn't know about until looking. So I'm gonna shout to him that that's been resolved real quick. Hey, Baba. The Etsy
What?
Etsy gave you a refund in your favor for the wrong size beads.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you
saw
saw that. Okay, great.
I don't know if the whole order is refunded or just my ruby. It said the entire order. I thought
Yeah,
I spent like 50 something.
maybe that's plus shipping. Okay.
So bad. Like, I would send the rubies back,
Yeah.
but they never got back to me, and they never responded when Etsy opened up the case and said, "Go ahead and say your piece." They didn't. They ignored it, so Etsy just gave me a full refund.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So the seller, we tried to reach out to them, but they never responded.
If they reach out, I'll still send it back.
This is so weird. It looks like they responded Wednesday the 24th.
Yeah, that was last month. Yeah, they said they would
that
look
was
for it and let me know, but they never did.
And then they never got back to you. I see.
So then, Etsy asks me, "Do you want to? Did your problem get solved?" And I said no. And it says, "Oh, if you want to open up the case," I said, "Sure, yeah."
Okay. Yeah. Well, if they ever get back, we could send it back.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have some open orders that I'm just going to respond to, saying thank you for your order. And it looks like the kiddos are on their way home. So I am going to end the live stream here, but I might be back. Or this might be it for the day. So if you haven't subscribed and you like watching these things, please let me know in the comments if this is interesting, because I'd love to keep doing this. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Have a great day. Bye.